spy thriller unfolding in the heart of suburban Los Angeles. The CIA allegedly brainwashes a woman and turns her into a sex slave to the rich and famous.
It does sound bizarre. Jody Baskerville is here there with this Unit 13 exclusive investigation.
Brice Taylor used to be your typical soccer mom, with a successful husband, 3 kids, and a beautiful home in the San Fernando Valley. That is, until she started telling of a secret double life as a mind-controlled sex slave for the CIA.
I would have sex with him and deliver whatever messages that I was programmed to deliver.
Now, this one-time suburban housewife finds herself the unlikely leading lady in a real-life psychosexual spy thriller co-starring a former Los Angeles FBI chief.
Brice Taylor is absolutely telling the truth. I would stake my name and reputation of 50 years on it.
A UCLA professor of psychiatry.
I'm sure she has no evidence that the CIA really is doing this.
And a crusading psychologist.
It's what you read about the Holocaust and what they did in the Nazi camps.
If Brice Taylor's story sounds more like a movie than reality, well, maybe that's because it's awful close to the plot of Long Kiss Goodnight. Just like Gina Davis, Brice is knocked unconscious in a near-fatal car accident that jolts loose suppressed memories of another life as a CIA operative, seducing the rich, the famous, and the powerful from Washington to Hollywood.
All of a sudden, I'm in bed with some, politician or different Hollywood actor or comedian.
And even American presidents.
My programmed assignment was to strip, to swim with the president, and then to have sex with him later on in the evening.
Have you ever considered the possibility that you're just crazy?
I absolutely thought I was crazy initially.
But now, more than 10 years and countless psychotherapy sessions later, Brice and a band of supporters are convinced she was indeed the victim of covert CIA mind control experiments.
If Brice was the only person who I had heard those stories from, then I would say, this has surely got to be crazy.
Dr. Pamela Monday, an Austin, Texas psychologist, says she is treating 60 other women telling the exact same story as Brice.
It is the worst abuse of human beings you could possibly imagine.
Then there's Ted Gunderson, a special agent in charge of the FBI's Los Angeles division until he retired in 1979.
Mind control has been in this country since the late 1940s.
Gunderson has obtained numerous declassified documents to support his claim, including a finding by a Senate investigation that the CIA has indeed conducted mind control experiments on unwitting American citizens.
It's mind-boggling. I happen to have 2,200 plus pages of documentation of the mind control program.
Brice alleges that she and her entire family were among the victims of that program, conducted at military bases and major hospitals across the country, including Los Angeles. Brice claims that the UCLA Neuropsychiatric Institute here in Los Angeles was used by CIA-controlled doctors as a chamber of horrors where both she and her father were subjected to diabolical mind control and brainwashing experiments.
Drugs, hypnosis, electroshock, torture.
And Brice says it turned her into a mindless Stepford wife. A programmed sex toy who could be triggered into action by the CIA with subliminal messages embedded in her brain.
I was a human robot who had no ability to think or question on my own. I could only follow commands.
Brice, now 49, says she was just one of thousands of mind-controlled sex slaves known in the CIA as presidential models, programmed to seduce and gather intelligence from powerful men without ever remembering a thing about it.
I had no idea because I was programmed to consciously only know that I was, doing my motherly housewife duties.
Shoot Bobby Raymond.
Yes, it's strangely similar to another movie, The Manchurian Candidate. How could they do this without anyone noticing?
My husband was also programmed.
And so were their children, Brice says, including her beautiful young daughter, Kelly.
Sometimes we were even programmed to be a mother-daughter sex team.
Whether it's true or not, Brice's story has had a tragic effect on her once happy family. She and her husband are now divorced, and her 2 grown sons have virtually disowned her.
Well, my ex-husband and my sons think that I'm absolutely crazy.
Kelly was the only one who believed her mother's story and suffered a complete nervous breakdown over it.
Kelly actually made 2 suicide attempts.
And now at age 22, Kelly is in a catatonic state in a California mental hospital after being committed by a judge just last year.
My fear is that she will be harmed while she's in this institution.
Even Dr. John Hockman, an assistant professor of psychiatry at UCLA, doesn't doubt Brice is convinced what she is saying is true.
She could be a great actress and just be scamming everybody. That's possible. But my take was that she believed what she was saying.
Including Brice's claim that she was brainwashed by the CIA at Hockman's very hospital.
UCLA is the biggest hospital west of the Mississippi, so I don't know what's going on in every laboratory, every patient room, every closet, every corridor to corridor.
However, Dr. Hockman suspects Brice is not a victim of CIA mind control, but of a strange condition known as false memory syndrome, in which delusions are unwittingly reinforced and sometimes even implanted by psychotherapists themselves.
Many of the cases in recent years that have caused problems have been the result of psychotherapists. They didn't really understand the power of the techniques and the way techniques can make things go wrong.
We contacted 3 Los Angeles psychotherapists who treated Brice, but all of them refused to discuss her case even with her permission. Pam Monday believes that's because they've already been threatened by the CIA.
There is no such thing as false memory syndrome. There's nothing in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual that says there is such a thing.
In fact, Dr. Monday claims the condition was actually concocted by the CIA to cover up its mind control experiments. Are you CIA?
As far as I know, I'm not CIA. Maybe they know I'm CIA, but I don't know.
Meanwhile, Brice Taylor remains convinced that her memories are tragically real.
I definitely believe this is still going on, and I believe it will continue to go on until it's exposed and stopped.
Brice Taylor wrote about her alleged life as a CIA sex slave in vivid detail in a new book out called Thanks for the Memories. Believe it or not.
True or not, I feel so sorry for the daughter.
Isn't that awful?
She seems like the victim in all this.
Yeah, catatonic state. A lot of questions still.
Thanks for that. Coming up next on UPN News 13.
You don't have size, you don't have anything.